Hello, it's Zach with the podcast named Tim with another The Clone Wars episode review. So that's right, we're going through the Star Wars animated series episode by episode in chronological order. Today, Clone Cadets, which is episode 1 of season 3. And before we get into the video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe, share the channel with your friends, comment below. Tell me how great it is. Even before you listen, just say, this is great. I like what you have to say. And then you can reply later and say, I disagree with you after that. But just appreciate all the support and love because it does a lot to help out the channel. But let's get right into it. Clone Cadets, the little fortune cookie moral of the day, moral of the week, is brothers in arms are brothers for life. And in this episode, we're going to be following Domino Squad, which is, I guess, the most famous squadron of Star Wars clones. I mean, Rex is certainly the most famous clone, but this might be the most famous squad. Yeah, that's probably a safe bet. We're following Heavy, Cut Up, Fives, and Echo, and I think that's all of them. If there's another one, I apologize. But we're seeing them as they are, cadets. And things are not going well. They are struggling to be a team. They're very much individuals, which I guess is good because a lot of Clone Wars, as I've said before, the best thing about this show is showing how the clones are individuals and have their own minds, their own personalities, and they are these living beings, and that's stressed this episode. That's kind of the heart of the episode, where there's these two bounty hunters and a Jedi who are training the cadets, and they're kind of arguing what to do with them, and you see the Kaminoans are basically saying, like, let's just trash them. One of the bounty hunters is like, let's just put them in maintenance. Everyone else is like, let's save them. They're human beings. So it's just an interesting dynamic there. And they're struggling with, again, coming together as units. It's obviously somewhat of a predictable episode, but that's okay. There's this like obstacle course that they have to go through called the Citadel, and a lot of droids there, and there's like a wall they have to climb, and they just keep failing. No one's listening. Everyone's arguing. They fail a couple times, and some ARC troopers end up showing up to kind of give everyone a pep talk, and we see Bravo Squad just knock it out the park. This does set up, not chronologically, but from an episode release for the ARC Trooper episode, which is next. Now, we're not going to be discussing it next. It's a ways away, but that's why they kind of did this episode, was to set up that ARC Trooper episode. But here we've got, again, it's Shakti, Brick, and Ellis. Is how you say that? They're the trainers. And the most important part of this episode is that it introduces one of my favorite characters, who's only in 2, maybe at max 4 episodes of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but he is an excellent, excellent character, and that is Clone Trooper 99. If you don't know who he is, he's kind of a defective clone who is called a Bad Batcher, and which I thought was interesting because we have the Bad Batch coming out here soon, but he's called a Bad Batcher, and basically he's hunched over, he's disfigured, he's elderly looking, he's a screw up. The Kaminoan screwed up. I'd be interested to find out if 1 through 98 were also screw ups, and he was kind of the first one to maybe get to that point, or if there are other random mess ups that they had. But Clone Trooper 99 is stuck on Kamino doing maintenance and cleaning up and assisting, and but he's got the heart of a clone trooper in him, and he preps them up. He's like, you guys, you got to do this for your brothers. You got to look after each other, and he's just giving them all this sage advice from this person who wanted to be one of them, and it's just a great little arc there and story, and he's such a great character. And after they finally complete the mission and graduate, with some ingenuity, it had the virtue of having never been tried in some respects. But after doing that, Heavy gives his graduation medal or whatever it is to 99, and basically says, thanks him for everything he does, and says, you're one of us. And It's just a great moment. Should also note there is one slight little Easter egg, I guess, where one of the versions of the obstacle course they're running, I guess they have different programs, so it's not the same thing every time, is THX 1138, which of course is the name of the first one of the first George Lucas movies he ever did. It was actually his first film, and the one thing I really know that is me and my dad over at the actual podcast, which is available everywhere podcasts are. We did a review of it. We did an episode with that, the holiday special, and another movie that I don't remember what we discussed. We do 3 movies every week, and that was like season 1. That was one of the first ones we did. So we have viewed and discussed that at one point. But love 99. Love Echoes in 5, and even my wife, who I'm watching the show with, she's never seen Clone Wars. I could see she was getting attached to 99, so that just made me happy. But a good episode as always. Well, not as always, but a good episode, and looking forward to next week when we're going to be discussing supply lines. So I'm Zach with a podcast named Tim. Please give the video a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time on a podcast named Tim here on the YouTube channel, and hopefully on the audio podcast as well. Peace out.